Hello, I'm Judy Vitale, your astrologer with ReadTheStars.com. This is your weekly horoscopes at work forecast for April 18th through 24th, 2016. And we are ripping right through this year, 2016, are we not? This is going to be an exciting week ahead. Not only do we have a full moon, we also have the station to retrograde from the planet, yes, I call it a planet, Pluto. And that's going to be a time period between now and September 27th when we sort of take a break from like all of the big feelings of heavy change that we're going through. For some of us, it's good news. For others of us, it means that we may have to revisit some issues around the issue of power and transformation that we have been wrestling with for the past several months, or in some cases, a few years. Pluto, when it comes into a personal point in your chart, is something that you are definitely going to feel. So if you have that going on, you're going to want to get a reading. So you know how to do that, Judy, Judi, at readthestars.com. Now, the other thing we have is the sun moving into Taurus. That happens on Tuesday. The sun in Taurus is the fixed part of spring. It's the part where we get very protective of what we're starting. So it's a really good time to not just have a great idea, but do the work that it takes to get that great idea to come to fruition, which will happen a little bit later. This year, remember, we have Mars retrograde, and we're going to have that until the end of June. So, hold on and just keep working those projects and wait until that time. When that's really a great time to launch. It's going to be early July. So keep that in mind with your long-term issues. The full moon takes place in Scorpio. This is very, very intense and very emotional, and it will be felt. It will be felt a few days before it occurs, and it will occur on Friday on the East Coast and very late at night on Thursday on the West Coast. So I'm going to go through everything day by day, fill this in a little bit, and if you have any questions, you know where to find me, okay? Let's start with Monday. That's the day of the Pluto retrograde. Takes place at, let's see, 3:23 a.m. And then we will have the moon in Virgo still from the weekend, but then it's going to go void of course. It'll be void of course all day from 8:29 a.m. on. We also have Venus in a trine to Saturn at 10:38 a.m. This makes our communications a little bit more structured, our emotions a little bit more focused. So, that can be very good. Then on Tuesday, we're going to have the sun move into Taurus at 11:30 a.m. Eastern Time and Venus square Pluto at 4:49 p.m. This could be a pretty emotional day because the shift in the sun sign always does that. But then with Venus and Pluto, there are a lot of jealousy issues coming up. So this could be anything from sibling rivalry to a love triangle to a work triangle, all kinds of things that can happen with Venus in a square to Pluto. On Wednesday, thankfully, and also on Tuesday, the moon will be in Libra. And so that does calm people down a little bit and give them a little bit more of a likelihood of seeing both sides of a situation without getting too inflamed. On Wednesday, the Libra moon continues. That's probably your best day for getting things done is Wednesday. It's very peaceful for the most part. Thursday is going to be slightly crazy. First, you're going to have a void of course moon from 2:13 a.m. to 8:17 p.m. on the East Coast. And moon will be opposite Uranus, which is like, wah! Very, very intense energy. And then, of course, we're working up to that highly emotional, as we said, full moon in Scorpio. It's right at the first degrees of Scorpio. So if you were born either like around this time, the 22nd of April, or if you were born at around the 22nd or 23rd of October, you're going to feel this, okay, very, very strongly. Also, if you're an Aquarius at the beginning of the sign or a Leo at the beginning of the sign, this is likely to hit off some emotional stuff with you. And Venus and Uranus are going to be in a conjunction. This is a day when tempers are going to flare. So, if you just say, I'm done with this, I don't want to do this anymore, it's probably appropriate. It is Earth Day after all, and this is your planet, choose, all that stuff. But I'm only kidding about that part. It's also a good policy, though, to ensure that you're not doing that thing of throwing the baby out with the bathwater. You want to just throw the bathwater out and keep the baby. It's a good idea. But if it is appropriate for you to sever a relationship, Friday would be an optimal day for doing so. Other things that might occur, some changes around the workplace, some issues around finances, just be very careful and very open about what you do, because the full moon in Scorpio is going to bring out your secrets. So if you have secrets, you might as well tell them now because they're going to come out. On It's also Passover, and happy Passover to those who celebrate. On Saturday, we will have the moon in Scorpio going forward, of course, at 5:46 a.m. Pretty quiet, so that's good. And then on Sunday, the moon will go into Sagittarius, which is excellent for people. It's sort of like lightening up a little bit and coming into a little bit better mood. But I do need to tell you that next week we will have the sad story of Mercury retrograde beginning. So you'll want to use this part of this week to prepare for that. It will be going retrograde on Thursday, the 28th of April at 1:20 p.m. So prepare. There will be more about that on the website. And if you would like to see me this week, I'm going up to GLAC, the Great Lakes Astrology Conference in Ann Arbor. I'm going to be there through early Monday morning, actually. And then when I come back on Tuesday, I'll be at Way Wellness Center in the Fox Chapel area. You can contact me or contact them if you'd like to book an appointment between 5 and 7 p.m. And following week, on the day of Mercury retrograde, I will be speaking at the Pittsburgh East Spiritual Group. Check my events page and it'll give you more details about that. And that's what's going on. I'll be at Journeys of Life once again on April the 27th from 3 to 7 p.m. So this is all great stuff. I'm very much looking forward to helping you with your issues. And if you would like to have a private video reading, if you would like to have a full-blown astrology reading, or even a coaching session, a series of coaching sessions, or anything else that I can do for you along those lines, you know where to find me, Judy, Judi, at readthestars.com.